So learning used to be live in classroom. Now it lives in your pocket, your inbox, and sometimes in your coffee break. But designing great digital learning isn't just about uploading slides into an LMS. It's about engineering engagement, combining technology, psychology, and storytelling to make learning truly sticks. So today we are diving into who's it for, when to use it, what traps to avoid, and how to design digital learning that actually works. According to CIPD's 2023 Learning and Skills Report, digital learning is most effective for distributed workforce or hybrid organization, high-volume learning needs like compliance or onboarding, self-paced learners who prefer flexibility, younger demographics or tech-savvy audience comfortable with synchronous content. But it's not a one-size-fits-all solution. As ATD in 2022 highlights, digital learning works best when autonomy and accountability already exists in the culture. So when to use digital self-guided training or SGL over ILT or VILT? Well, here are the things to think about when choosing. First, scale matters. You need to reach hundreds across different regions, for example. Repetition matters. Learners need to revisit content anytime. Data matters. You want measurable learning analytics and progress tracking. Safety matters. For example, simulations for hazardous or high-risk tasks. Harvard Business Publishing in 2022 reports that organizations with well-designed digital ecosystem achieve a 24% higher learning retention than those relying on traditional learning. So digital is not the fallback, it's the strategic choice when consistency, scalability, and personalization intersects. Not all digital learning is good learning, right? According to Clark and Mayer in 2016 and ATD in 2021, the top reasons digital training fail are overloading the learner's cognitive capacity, or basically too much text or poor pacing, lack of interactivity, passive clicking, which equals minimal retention, ignoring human connection, no discussion, no feedback loop, outdated design, text dumps disguised as courses. Your tip: if your course looks like a PDF with buttons, it's time to go back for the design phase. So at this stage, your technology is your creative canvas. From authoring tools like Articulate 360 or Adobe Captivate to AI-powered adaptive platforms, each offers different level of activity. For example, microlearning, short mobile-friendly content for fast-paced learners, gamification that offers badges, leaderboards, and progress tracking to drive motivation, simulations and scenarios that offer hands-on digital practices for psychomotor skills, social learning, integration, discussion boards, feedback loops, and collaborative tasks. As Harvard Teaching Innovation Lab in 2021 states, interactivity shifts learners from passive consumption to active participation, doubling engagement and empowering recall. So neuroscience research from MIT in 2021 and Harvard in 2020 shows that the average adult attention span in e-learning or digital learning is from 7 to 10 minutes before cognitive drift begins. You need to keep segments short. Each learning block equals one key concept. Using visual and auditory variation, videos, sound, cues, and animation resets focus. Apply emotional activation. Use surprise, storytelling, or humor to re-engage the limbic system where motivation lives. Richard Mayer's signaling principle emphasizes guiding attention through design arrows, highlights, or subtle motion to help learners know where to look and why. Now let's talk about what visual to media to text ratio that works best according to Clark and Mayers in 2016 and Harvard's Online Learning Design Guide in 2022. Videos, 40% of the total content. Use short clips from 2 to 4 minutes for storytelling or demonstrations. 25% of infographics, icons, and process visuals aid memory. Audio, narration, 20% in voiceover to boost engagement, especially for verbal learners. For text, 10 to 15%, keep it minimal and use it for summaries or definitions. Interactive elements, sprinkled every 2 to 3 minutes to reactivate attention. In digital learning, show plus do is bigger than read plus click. So here are some of the best practices for designing digital learning. Start with analysis. Know your audience, goals, and environment. Design for mobile first, which means responsive, accessible layouts. Follow Mayer's 12 multimedia principles: coherence, signaling, redundancy, etc. Segment and test early. Pilot small, iterate fast. Use learning analytics. Data tells the story of effectiveness. As CIPD in 2023 puts it, digital learning design is not about tools. It's about aligning technology with the human capacity to learn, reflect, and apply. Digital learning isn't replacing trainers. It's redefining learning itself. When designed with intention, technology becomes empathy at scale, reaching more people in more ways without using that human touch. Don't forget to leave a comment about if you have seen a digital course that truly inspired you and what made it stand out. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.